Hi again. This is the second part of Something's Off with Kuroo. Also, I do not own the Haikyuu characters and this does not accurately represent the Haikyuu characters. Hope you enjoy the video. Kuroo woke up drenched in sweat. His whole body was sore when he finally awoke. This sucks. What's wrong with me? Kuroo's mind had about a minute of peace before it started to flood with intrusive thoughts once again. At least I got a minute. What time is it even? Kuroo reached for his phone as he saw an explosion of texts from Nima and the time, which told him that he was late. Shit. At morning practice. He's late. Kenma. What? Don't you walk to school with Kuroo? Usually, but he didn't answer and I'll get yelled at if I'm late. Yamamoto. I know. I think you're right. What are you talking about? Kuroo was acting off yesterday. So we talked about it. Gossiping? About our ex-captain? Not really. I think I know what's going on with him. He was acting strange. Last night all he would text me were 2-letter answers. He didn't even turn on his lights. But he said he was okay. Is he okay? Who? Kuroo walked into the gymnasium, huge bags under his eyes as he yawned. You. Yeah, my body hasn't been cooperating with me lately. Sorry I'm late, by the way. I overslept and forgot my alarm. That's new. You've never done that before. Like I said, uncooperative body. Kuroo waved to all of them as he made his way to the bench and sat down. Okay, let's work on some spiking drills. Kuroo gestured for Shibayama to come and help him get some balls out for practice. Did you text Yaku? No, sorry, I forgot. That's fine. Maybe ask Lev, he's more likely to get a response. From Yaku? Yep, they are dating. Right, still shocks me. Lev? Huh? Text Yaku to come to our next game. Oh, about that. He doesn't need to. Yaku knocked at the entrance of the gymnasium as everyone cheered. He's back for the week. I tried to tell you yesterday. Hey Yaku. Hi Lev. Where is that nice helper of yours at? Kuroo peeked his head out of the storage space as he smiled at Yaku. I'm over here. And according to most of the people here I'm the mean helper. Not while I'm here. Yaku winked at Kuroo as Kuroo and Shibayama finished grabbing the basket of balls out. We're working on spikes at the moment. If you want, you and Shibayama can practice receives while we do so. Hell yes. Hi Yaku. Hey, how's my favorite underclassman? Rude. I thought that was me. Definitely not me. Kinda thought it was me. No to all of you. I don't have a favorite. Ha. Kuroo laughed as Yaku glared over at him. Shut up. You're not even one of my underclassmen. I guess not. You guess. Kuroo, you aren't a player anymore. Kuroo's head spun with Yaku's words at the middle of it. His thoughts started to race around again as he frowned and slightly knocked his head. Not again. Kuroo? Kenma walked up to Kuroo as he grabbed his hand. What's wrong? Nothing. My head is just loud. Loud? Shut up. Kuroo yelled as he took his hand away. Leave me alone. Stop blabbering on and on. Kuroo shook his head as he wrapped his arms around himself and slowly slid down a wall onto his butt. Ah. Kuroo? Yaku ran up to Kuroo as he slid to one side of him. Who are you talking to? My head. It won't shut up. It never shuts up. Wah. He's panicking. Panicking? He's letting his mind control how he feels and therefore his body is reacting to it. He can't regulate his nerves. How do we stop it? You really can't. Their teammates started to turn and look and walk towards Kuroo as Yamamoto clapped his hands loudly. Don't crowd around him and stare. You'll make it worse. Go and do some one-on-one practice. The team dispersed as Kenma sat down next to Kuroo, and leaned Kuroo's head against his shoulder. Kuroo's breath quickened as held his chest in pain. I'm okay. Bull. He had one of these yesterday. But what caused it? What caused the previous one? The only thing I can remember is that Kenma said that he wasn't a part of the team. But we joke like that all the time. But that is what Yaku said. I'm sorry Kuroo. I didn't mean to make you feel like this. I know. It's not your fault. It's my stupid head's fault. Fukunaga, how do you know so much about this? I helped that orange-haired from Karasuno with one and I prevented the owl with frosted tips from getting one. You prevented it? More or less. I just kind of talked him through his emotions. Should we try that? Never hurts to try. Kuroo, what's going on? Heart beats so fast. Breathing is impossible. What is causing this? Kuroo shook his head as he continued to try and steady his breaths. Are you afraid of aging? No. Are you afraid of losing us? Because you weren't blaming me yesterday, were you? You were talking to yourself. Even though you did everything you could to keep us in the game last year. Why would he be afraid to lose us? Because he's growing up, and moving away. Yeah. But that's what Haikyuu did. And we ask him to come to our games as an excuse to see him. Kuroo, if you're worried about losing your friends, put in some effort to keep them. What? Don't just sit there drowning in your own thoughts. Do something about it. Don't use the excuse of you wanting to help Nakoma out. Plan hangouts and group calls that we can be in. That's a little harshly said, dude. How so? That's what I do. I'm not ready to lose any of you yet. Kuroo felt his heart rate going down again as Kenma noticed his breathing start to relax. It doesn't solve everything. But don't wallow in self-pity. It only makes the body come up with worse and worse reactions for you to suffer through. Try and be nicer. I agree. Move on, Kuroo. Never mind, I guess. We want you to be successful, not stuck in a time that won't ever come back. High school may have been fun, but it's time to move on for you. I'm not ready to move on. I'm not ready. Do it slowly. You still have another few months before you have to go. But when the time comes, be able to tell yourself truthfully that you're ready to go. Yeah. Enjoy our team meets. Laugh at our coach's long speeches. Yell at Kenma and Lev. But know that all of these must come to an end. But with those comes a beginning to start new fun things. Like getting invited to our games. Being able to brag about being a college student. Running around town like a madman, with little to no repercussions. And Nakoma calls to catch up on everything. I just don't. You won't. You really think Lev or Tora would let you lose any of us? They're persistent. Yeah, that's true. And me. You can't lose me. I'm too stubborn for that. Kuroo sat up as he felt his body relax next to Kenma's. Kenma smiled at Kuroo as he pulled him closer to whisper to him. You have no idea how much this team loves you. Including me. We love you, Kuroo, more than you could ever understand. I love you. Kuroo wrapped his arms around Kenma as Kenma shook his head. What did you say to him? Don't worry about it. But just be quiet. Tree. Lev shut his mouth as the others chuckled a little. The rest of the meeting progressed normally, with Kenma being able to set to everyone but Lev, and with Lev making accidental short jokes to Haikyuu and getting kicked. Kuroo, for the first time in a while, was able to enjoy his teammates having fun with and without him and finally silence some of his thoughts. Finn. Hope you enjoyed the video. The next video will be the second to last part of Their Toddlers series. Exciting news. I have a TikTok. I do fun little videos drawing the Haikyuu ships, so if you'd like to see those, the link is in the description below. I have a Discord server. You can join with the link in the description below. Also, I have an Instagram if you'd like to follow. There is a link in the description below. I usually just post random pictures I draw or pictures from my videos. If you'd like to support me, and maybe buy me a coffee to keep me awake for my late night editing sessions, there is a link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for your support.